Hello, and welcome to today's information session for our new Post-Baccalaureate Accelerated Health Sciences program. I'm Tiffany Kwan, and I am the director of this program. Thank you for joining me today. Over the next 20 to 30 minutes, I will share with you information about the completely online Post-Bacc Accelerated Health Sciences program offered here at UC Berkeley Extension so that you can determine if our program is the right fit for your academic goals. I encourage you to submit your questions at any point during the presentation, but please bear in mind that some of your questions may be addressed later in the presentation. So let's begin. When you enroll in a UC Berkeley Extension course, you are guaranteed an academically rigorous education. UC Berkeley Extension is the continuing education branch of UC Berkeley, and we've been assisting students in reaching their goals since 1891. Currently, we offer more than 65 professional certificates and specialized programs, which includes this Post-Bacc program. UC Berkeley Extension also has more than 2,000 classroom and online courses, bringing in about 38,000 enrollments each year. You can be assured of our academic excellence because all of our courses and instructors are approved by the corresponding academic departments on the UC Berkeley campus through a rigorous vetting process. Both the courses and instructors receive a final review and approval by the UC Berkeley Academic Senate. So let's talk about the online-only Post-Bacc Accelerated Health Sciences program. If you are considering applying to medical school and need to boost your sciences GPA, as well as receive personalized advising and support through the application process, then I encourage you to apply for acceptance to our online Post-Bacc Accelerated Health Sciences program. If accepted into our Accelerated Health Sciences program, you will be studying full-time and taking Berkeley-quality online courses to boost your sciences GPA. Our prescribed curriculum, composed of upper division courses, help you not only boost that GPA, but also helps you demonstrate your ability to handle academically rigorous courses as you become a competitive applicant for medical school, either allopathic or osteopathic. You'll be studying alongside a cohort of students who are all working towards the same goal as you. This allows for a lot of support from your fellow classmates. Throughout the 3-term program, you'll gain advising and application assistance as you prepare your medical school applications. You will also be supported with academic and career advising throughout your time in the program. Our goal is to help you be the most competitive applicant you can be when you are ready to apply to medical school. Here are the curriculum requirements if accepted into the program. To receive the award of completion, you will need to complete 7 required courses, 2 electives, and an online learning orientation course. In the next few slides, I'll discuss more about these classes. The curriculum is structured so that you can complete the entire online program in just 3 terms or a year and a half. Each new cohort will always begin in January. Students will complete courses throughout the calendar year, followed by a 3rd term for application support. This slide shows what your first term will look like, January through June. You'll take the Orientation for Online Learning course, where you will learn the ins and outs of our online science courses, explore tips on how to be successful, and gain familiarity with the requirements and procedures. This short online orientation is required for all students taking our online science courses. You can complete this orientation once you are accepted into the program at any time prior to the start of Term 1 academic courses. You'll also take these 4 required courses: Introductory Biochemistry, Neuroscience, Current Topics in the Biosciences, and Medical Terminology. You'll also take 1 elective course of your choosing. I'll show the list of available electives in an upcoming slide. Note, if you've completed 1 or more of the required courses as indicated by a passing grade on your transcripts, you can choose a different elective course. However, you must be enrolled in 5 courses during Term 1. In addition to the courses, you'll also attend advising sessions on strategies for academic success and extracurricular activities to strengthen your med school application. Here are the courses you'll take during your 2nd term from July through December. You'll take the 2nd set of required courses, which are Biology of Aging, the biology of human cancer, and medical microbiology. You'll also take one elective or an MCAT preparation course. The advising topics during your second term include guidance on writing your personal statement and MCAT preparation. During your third and final term of the program, you'll be focusing on getting your application ready to submit to med schools. You will take the MCAT if you haven't already done so, and will focus your advising on preparing your application, finalizing your personal statement, and determining the right med schools to apply to. Here are the approved electives you can take to complete the program. In order to meet the curriculum requirements, you need to complete one of these courses in Term 1 and one of these courses in Term 2. As noted before, if you have completed any of our required courses, you may substitute that course with one from this approved list. This is discussed with you if you are accepted into the program. So let's talk about what is required to apply to the Post-Bacc Accelerated Health Sciences program. To apply to the program, you need to have completed your baccalaureate degree in any discipline and achieved a minimum cumulative GPA of 3.0. You must have completed your degree prior to the application deadline. However, having a GPA of 3.0 or higher does not mean an automatic acceptance. We also have prerequisite course requirements as part of the application. Because this is an academic enhancer program, all applicants must have the general medical school prerequisite courses completed prior to the application. This includes, as seen here, 1 year of general biology with lab, 1 year of general chemistry with lab, 1 year of organic chemistry with lab, 1 year of physics with lab, and a calculus or statistics course, all with a grade of C or above. These prerequisite courses should be offered as part of a sequence intended for science majors. You may be wondering if you are eligible to apply if your GPA falls below the 3.0 requirement. All applications received are considered individually and holistically by the admissions committee, regardless of whether an applicant meets the minimum 3.0 GPA requirement. However, applying to our program with a cumulative GPA below 3.0 puts you at a significant disadvantage. If your GPA is below 3.0, our admissions committee would like to see evidence of an upward trend in your academic performance. This slide lists the documents and information required to apply to our program. All application materials, including your transcripts and letters of recommendation, must be submitted by September 15th, as we have one intake of students per year. All applications and materials must be submitted through Post-Bacc, and there is an application fee associated with this. Post-Bacc is a centralized application service, and students will need to add the UC Berkeley Extension Accelerated Health Sciences program to their account. Please note, we also have an on-ground Post-Bacc Health Professions program, so be sure to select the correct program. A link to the Post-Bacc is located on our Post-Bacc Accelerated Health Sciences program webpage. You will also need to provide all of your official transcripts from all of your undergraduate or graduate institutions that you have attended. As part of the application, you will need to submit your current CV or resume and any test scores such as the GRE or MCAT. Remember that these test scores are not required, but are very helpful in getting the full picture of who you are. You will also need to provide 3 professional letters of recommendation. At least one of these letters needs to be academic. You will also need to answer the program-specific question section of the application. The questions are also listed on the program webpage, so you can get a jump start on writing your responses. All documents must be submitted directly to Post-Bacc for consideration. All of the documents for your application must be received and verified by Post-Bacc before we can review your application. And again, all materials need to be submitted by September 15th for consideration. Here are the costs for admittance to the program. There is an application fee paid to Post-Bacc when you submit your application. If accepted into the program, there are 3 payment dates. The first payment is due in November for the amount of $4,000. This non-refundable fee confirms your seat in the cohort. Then, 1 month later in December, you'll need to pay $5,000 to ensure your enrollment in your Term 1 courses. These courses will start in January. Near the completion of your Term 1 classes at the end of June or early July, you'll need to pay the final $5,000 to ensure your enrollment in Term 2 classes. Here are some more questions I've received regarding applications. Who qualifies as an academic reference? An academic reference is a professor who has granted you an academic letter grade in the classroom. Whom should I not use as a reference? Your references should be professional in nature. Family members and religious leaders should be avoided. Work or volunteer supervisors and work colleagues are more appropriate choices. If you haven't taken a college course for 5 years or more, we will accept a professional letter in lieu of the academic reference. How will I know if UC Berkeley Extension has received the components of my application? You can track the status of your application through your Post-Bacc account under the Check Status menu. This allows you to stay on top of items that were not sent directly by you. What is the online learning environment like? You'll get UC Berkeley-quality education, learn from working professionals, and have opportunities to connect with, learn from, and network with your fellow classmates. You're just doing it remotely. All of your course material and interactions will take place in Canvas, our online learning platform. When you log into your online courses, you will find your lectures, readings, worksheets, quizzes, discussions, and any other assignments your course may use. You will interact with your instructor and classmates in discussions and will receive feedback from your instructor on assignments. You will also be able to contact your instructor at any time using the course inbox to send questions or receive further guidance. Instructors have 2 business days to reply to student messages. Moving through the course, you will complete one module at a time, turn in your assignments, receive feedback from your instructor, and then move on to the next module. After all of your work is submitted and graded, you will sit for your final exam. You will have a minimum of 90 days and a maximum of 180 days after you enroll to complete the course, including the final exam. The program curriculum is split over 2 terms. Term 1 runs January through June. Term 2 runs July through December. Make sure to review your course syllabus, which will have further details that are specific to your course. Let's take a moment to hear from one of our instructors, Dr. Webster, who created our online medical microbiology course.
Hi, I'm Dr. Webster, and I developed the online medical microbiology course for the UC Berkeley Extension. I've taught the course for a long time in the classroom, and I was really excited to adapt it to this new digital frontier. I really tried hard to bring the best of a traditional classroom while offering the convenience and flexibility of the online learning environment to help reach students who basically are just busy with life. With the Berkeley Extension online classes, you can enroll and start whenever works for you. You can complete the work at your own pace. And as an instructor, even though I'm not there in the same room with you, I'm really there to help guide you through the really challenging course material that you're going to find. So I love online teaching as it helps me build relationships with students from all over the world who are really driven and passionate and excited to learn.
I've gotten a number of questions that I've been able to answer during this presentation, but here are some additional questions that many of you have asked about. Is financial aid available? No. Federal financial aid, like you may have had while in your undergraduate institution, is not available. If you are eligible, you can take out a private loan to pay for the courses. Do you have any linkages with medical schools? No, we don't have any linkages with medical schools or any other health professional schools. If I am a resident of another state, does that matter? Nope. We accept students from all states, and the cost of the program is the same if you are in-state or an out-of-state student. In fact, because the program is completely online, you can be located anywhere. If I have already taken some of the required or elective courses at Extension, will they count towards the program requirements? No. Because this is a full-time prescribed curriculum, prior coursework at Extension does not count towards the program certificate. Instead, you will be asked to take alternative elective courses. Again, students must be enrolled in 5 courses in Term 1 and 4 courses in Term 2. Can I take fewer courses or on a different schedule from the prescribed curriculum? A large part of your program fee covers the course fees in the prescribed curriculum. If you choose to drop a course, you may do so, but will not receive a refund or credit. If you would like a more flexible program, I might suggest our Post-Bacc Health Professions program that supports all pre-health students and creates an individualized course plan and timeline based on your needs. Is it possible to work full-time while in this program? Unfortunately, we would not recommend working full-time during our program. Although we recommend maintaining healthcare-related work and/or volunteering, the prescribed curriculum is meant to be full-time in order for students to demonstrate their abilities to succeed in a rigorous academic program. So thank you for participating in this informational session. That's all the time we have to take your questions. Please visit our Post-Bacc Accelerated Health Sciences program webpage where you will find more information. I also suggest filling out our newsletter sign-up form on the website. You'll receive monthly emails about upcoming courses and new blog posts. Thank you again for taking the time to learn about our new program. If you have any additional questions about the program, such as where to start, here is our contact information. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you in our online program very soon.